Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well. We'll see what are the messages for you from the universe today. What is the guidance from your angels, guides, spirits, and ancestors? Let's try to find that out. We have the servant. It looks like the Saturnian energy today. We have the bully card as well. Warrior. All right. So the messages are pretty evident today. Try to arrange these. What I am seeing today is someone. I'm speaking with someone, or maybe a group of audiences. It seems like you're going through a difficult time with respect to the workplace. To me, it shows or it appears to be the workplace energy. You could be working for a toxic boss, to be upfront. You could be facing that bullying, harassment, and discrimination at your workplace every day, I would say, or whenever you are trying to communicate with this boss energy that I am feeling here. This energy is dominating the reading, as you would see this card is specifically at the center of this reading, which means that someone at your workplace is trying to intimidate you. Not necessarily that the intention is to intimidate you, but because that's could be the nature, or that could be the behavior or attitude of that person. 100% it appears to be a boss energy, and you are working for them. You could be working for them in a department, and this energy seems to be the head of that department, or pretty senior leader in that department. They are trying to take control of your work, or you may be reporting into them. You may be reporting into another person, into a manager who could be reporting into them, but then there are clashes. There are clashes between your energy and the energy of this person. This person specifically is the boss energy, the head of that department, very egotistical, highly arrogant, and they could be admiring themselves whenever the opportunity comes. They could be talking high of themselves, that how they achieved those coveted cabins and positions, and they could be trying to undermine your work. Even though your direct manager could be recommending your work, you could be receiving the appreciations from clients or stakeholders. However, this specific person does not um, how do I word that? Does not seem to be pretty much in liking of you, and purely because you seem to be a rebel. In this energy, you seem to be a servant. So you are um, if I take a look at your uh, horoscope, then I would say that Saturn could be dominant in your chart. Saturn could be the Lagna Lord, the Ascendant Lord. Saturn could be aspected by Mars or Sun, and which is why this appears to be the dominant energy. Saturn could be ruling your 10th and 11th house as well, or 9th and 10th house for that matter, which simply means that the 10th house may be showing a number which is either 10 or 11, either 10 or 11. So Capricorn or Aquarius, or you could be Capricorn or Aquarius ascendant. And the energy of your boss is the energy of the sun, highly egotistical, and which is why in astrology, Saturn and Sun are considered to be arch enemies only because of the sheer energies that um, they exhibit. The Sun shows the leadership, the quality to lead and control, while the Saturn shows the energy of the servants and the labor class. And which is why, because of these classes, you appear to be a person who goes to work, who goes to office, finds a corner, pretty disciplined and pretty hardworking. However, this boss energy appears to be someone who would like their egos to be massaged at some times or the other. You could be seeing some other people who could be moving around this specific energy only to say good things about them, and then this person could be taking a good laugh at that. This person could be taking a pride in those conversations that yes, how good I am, uh, and then I am respected at this workplace. However, even those people, they know that they know how to work around the egos in a corporate environment or in an organization. And you appear to be someone pretty focused on work. However, you have no time to give a crap about this situation, and which is why there is high friction between you and this person. You appear to be someone, a rebel, which is why this card has shown up here as you see warrior. This is your card. This shows the strength and skill, the discipline that you have, that you show, that you exhibit at your work, which is why this energy is kind of in conflict or in friction with you. I'll see what's the guidance for you, how to go around this energy. Although you are pretty focused on your work, you have no time to move around this specific person or this specific energy. But still, I'll see what is the guidance from your angels and guides and ancestors, because they could be watching you over pretty closely. They could have some messages for you, because this is the only reason that these cards have shown up today, because there is a message that is meant to be delivered. This one wants to come out. We'll take it. Yes. You see how the strength card shows up. You would see this card is relating to this one. So the message from your guides and ancestors is that you bring your strength back. You focus on improving your skills. You focus on um, you focus more on your work, which is what you appear to be doing. However, we would like you to be more of that. We would like you to be doing more of that. and focus less on this energy. See, the card is placed right on top of that friction energy. What this simply means is that your strength, and you see the sign of infinity on her head as well. This also infinity, or this the sign of a numeral digit number 8. 8 again shows the planet Saturn, and there is pretty heavy energy here of the Saturn, which shows the high work ethics and high discipline of the workers or servants. And this, when you try to gain that strength, when you try to regain your strength, this is going to overshadow that energy. This is going to dissipate that energy, that that negative energy, which is why the guidance is pretty clear. You must focus on your work and then get your strength back up. And how do you do that? I'll give you a mantra to chant at the end of this reading so that you start with that and then see the changes. And when you do see those changes, do come back and comment, send me a message. Let us know how do you feel. What are the changes that you have in your life? You have you have um, all the skills. You have all the strength. You have all the discipline. We again have the wands energy here, which again shows fire energy, Martian energy, energy of a soldier, a warrior, energy of fire, energy of action. What this means is that if you keep your focus on your work, you could be landing a pretty big opportunity pretty soon. It could be in the form of a new job offer, an on site assignment from one of your clients who really admire your work and the work ethics that you show. Your workmanship is admired everywhere that you go and work with. So keep doing that, and you have rewards coming in. Does not matter who is liking you or who is not liking you. It's none of your business. It's none of our business. God has sent us with some purpose, and we should only focus on our work, and we should be least bothered about the people or the energies which try to cause problem and trouble in our lives. The thoughts that you seem to have as of today while we speak, you may be undergoing some sort of anxiety or a lot of thoughts about some negative situations, probably this negative situation, how to go about that and deal with that situation. However, I really want you to focus on this energy. You see how so swords in the tarot deck show energy of thoughts, too many thoughts. The eight of swords, again, we have pretty dominant 8 number here, you see, and which again shows the heavy Saturn energy, heavy servant energy here, shows the kind of service that you deliver. However, you see her hands are tied, and if you take a close look, then it looks like that she is imprisoned. She is punished for something that she may or may not be responsible. We have no idea of that. However, we do not see any soldiers, any people keeping a watch on her. We also see that the fort behind her is pretty far, which simply means that the people who put her in this situation, they must have gone back. But it simply shows that nobody is here keeping a watch on her. And what it simply means is she is surrounded by these 8 swords. Her hands, if it if she just manages to slip her hands or arms through this, then or she simply picks up this one of the swords, she could be in a situation that she could free herself from these. from this situation. It simply means that the energy of the thoughts which is currently surrounding your mind, surrounding your life, it's a making of your own thoughts. The prison that you appear to be in at this moment in time appears to be pretty much the energy or prison or the making of your own thoughts only. You change, you shift the energy of those thoughts, you give another direction to those thoughts. You will see that you were always free. You were never imprisoned in any situation. You were never imprisoned by anybody else, but only because of the heavy uh, thoughts uh, which were getting all over your mind. And finally, it appears that you may soon be closing this chapter. You may soon be resigning from this position because I'm seeing there is another opening coming up, there is another opportunity. You may be applying for those opportunities, um, and you may be waiting for one of the interviewers or one of the organizations that you have engaged with to come back. So that offer could be pretty well on its way to you. But at this time, you must render the strength. You must have the courage, have the audacity, have the determination to get back up on your feet. Do not be bothered about by these situations which appear which appear to be overshadowed by your strength and discipline at this stage. Right. The closing, I'll take a message from your higher spirits who are trying to communicate with you, which is why they are trying to get over this reading. Okay. Let me see what have we got. Okay. We just talked about this. So, energy of Mars is in action. The Martian energy is energy of a soldier, energy of a commander, energy of a warrior, energy of a rebel as well. When Saturn and Mars combine or they conjunct in one of the houses in your horoscope, it means energy of a warrior, a super soldier, a special forces agent, or a rebel. And with this message here, I'm pretty sure that you may soon be getting that offer and you are shifting away from this place. It could be a relocation with that job offer for you from one city or one town to another, or from one country to another. With this two of wands, it appears that you may be going far from your native place. It could be a foreign country, it could be uh, a country in abroad for you, or miles away from your workplace. But uh, the good thing is that you are getting past this toxic workplace, this toxic energy. That's a key message. So I wish you the very best, and do comment if you resonate with or if you like this message or reading. I remember I wanted to give you that mantra also. The mantra goes like this. You can chant this any number of times, any time of the day. You do not to think of any specific time or do any specific rituals for this. It's pure mantra of Lord Shiva, the destroyer, which destroys the ego of uh, many kings from the negative realm who have tried to torture or dominate the mankind in the past. So I'm hoping that chanting and connecting with that mantra is going to give you that strength back, the strength which we or your ancestors and guides are asking you to master. The mantra is Om Namah Shivaya, Shivji Sada Sahai, Om Namah Shivaya, Guruji Sada Sahai. We'll close this. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Jai Guruji, Jai Ma Kali.